Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Gothic 2, Night the Raven Remastered Mod. Time to pick up Laris and see where the water mages are hiding. And we're hiding all this time. This is a good occasion for us to gain quite a few XP and, for once, take a back seat from actually fighting beasts and watch Laris do his thing. Because he's more than capable with handling everything we come across on our way. So, it's time to take a back seat and basically once every 2 minutes say, let's move on to Laris when he stops us. Let's get it.
Vatras sent me. He told me to come to you when I needed help.
So you've already been to see Vatras? You must have made a lasting impression on him. Otherwise, he certainly wouldn't have volunteered my name. Especially not since the matter with those missing people still hasn't been resolved. Tell me what you need.
Vatras gave me this ornament to bring to you. He said it is to be taken back.
Of course. It's up to me, as usual. I might have known. I'll have to walk halfway across the island to take it back to the water mages.
What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
I can't talk about that. Vatras would have my head.
Interesting.
About those missing people. Tell me what you know.
The first was William, one of the fishermen here in KHORINIS. One day, he simply didn't return. At first, we thought that one of those sea monsters out there had eaten him in his boat for breakfast. But not too long afterwards, other people started disappearing from the town and the surroundings. Pretty random events, though. Everyone's at a loss so far. The way it looks, we'll just have to wait until we finally stumble across a clue.
So what's your business with Vatras?
I've got this little agreement with the water mages, you see.
What kind of an agreement?
We work for them, and they see to it that our past in the penal colony doesn't get us into trouble.
That's really not my problem.
You're talking about the Ring of Water?
You've heard of it?
Vatras told me about it.
You might have mentioned that right away.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Vatras said you could help me join a community.
That was obvious all along.
Getting tired of being the underdog, are you?
That's nothing new.
All right, I see your point. I can exert my influence with the mercenaries if you want to join Lee. And I'm sure we can find a way to get you into the monastery soon. But the easiest thing would certainly be for you to join the militia. Which community do you prefer?
You already know what I think.
The mercenaries.
I'm sure that Lee will accept you. But first, you're going to have to pass a test. Go and talk to Cord on Onar's farm. He can help you with your test. Tell him that you reside beneath my wing. He'll understand.
I reside beneath Laris's wing. Interesting.
You don't have to ask me that.
And kinda gay. Alright, that's one way of joining the mercs, but I'll take the heart bath, probably. Tell me more about the ring.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
The ring is to the water mages what the paladins are to the fire magicians.
That was obvious all along.
But, unlike the paladins, we operate in the background.
We're gonna change that.
The ring is a mighty weapon in the battle against the dangers that threaten the people of KHORINIS. But this only works as long as we keep the identity of all those secret who belong to the Ring of Water. So keep this to yourself.
Sure.
That's nothing
I want to join the Ring of Water.
That's fine with me. But the decision about whether you will be accepted or not lies with the water mages alone.
new. But no, he insisted he knew better.
What did you do to impress the water mages?
I protected them for a long time when we were still living with the barrier, and they have plenty of reason to be grateful to me.
I mean, the rogues weren't that involved with the water mages in Gothic 1, but what do I know?
That's totally obvious.
Knows what happened beyond the curtain?
I can't help it.
What's it like to belong to the Ring?
That's exactly what I said.
We are very different from the usual communities you can join here in KHORINIS. Once you're one of us, we're not going to ask anything of you that you are not ready to do. The only thing we truly require of you is to keep quiet. We work in secret and do not want to let outsiders know who our members are.
Never knew that.
We shall keep an eye on you. Everything else remains to be seen.
Alright, my man.
I see.
He never would have thought of that himself.
That's a quote from Gothic 3.
Some problem solved.
I can take the ornament there
I
for
can
you.
take the ornament there for you.
I think I'd better take it there myself. But you could come with me. Only, I can't leave here at the moment. I need to keep an eye on the harbor.
He should have known that.
What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
I'm doing what we all do. I fulfill the tasks the water mages give me. Some of the missing people were fishermen. They disappeared along with their boats.
I could have told you that before.
That's why I'm standing here, watching the harbor. Maybe something will happen yet, but you could help me. Listen, I shall give you my aquamarine ring. It signifies that the bearer belongs to the ring of water. If you wear my ring, the rest of us will know that you're acting on my behalf. Get someone to take over my duties so that I can take the ornament back.
I could have told you that before.
One of us is always keeping an eye on the marketplace, but I don't know whose turn it is. You had better go talk to all those standing around there. Once the right man sees my aquamarine ring on you, he will let you know. Tell him to see to it that somebody else takes over here at the harbor.
Alright, that's smart.
He will learn anything from me.
You already know what I think.
That's smart.
I agree with you.
So let's go to the marketplace. Let's save first. And find out who can help Polaris when we're away. I think that's Baltram. The others just don't make any sense. Kanthar could be behind bars, Sarah as well. Rangaru's just a small pickings thief. Zuris, Jorah, and well, maybe Jorah, come to think of it. He's kind of enigmatic, doesn't say much, doesn't have a lot to do in this game. But it's Baltram.
Someone's gotta do the work.
Show me your wares.
It's not what I
Ooh, I forgot to put on the ring. Of course.
He can't keep anything to himself. Now that's
Why are you looking so doubtful?
I see that you bear the sign of the Ring of Water.
So, are you a member too?
What if I am?
Then I would tell you that Lares wants to be relieved from his post down at the harbor.
Fine. If that's so, I'll see to it that somebody deals with it.
I see.
Nice angle, dude. Alright, job done. Let's take the ring off. Don't need it.
Go away, don't tell me that. Don't tell this to anyone.
Don't need those ones either. We'll just wait for a better one. Let's get back to Laris and tell him the good news. We're kinda good to go.
The general situation, the forest and wilderness near the city are to be avoided for your own
The forest.
protection. Furthermore, any contact with the
Let's see if maybe I've missed some loot on these roofs.
That was obvious all along.
You don't say.
Doesn't look like it.
Will it ever change?
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Right, Laris, you old scoundrel.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
I have talked to Baltram. He will find someone to relieve you.
Very good. Then we can finally leave here. You had better keep my aquamarine ring for now. I assume it will come in handy for you until you get your own.
Nothing's ever going to change that.
I need your help.
And what exactly were you thinking of?
That's totally obvious.
What about some better armor?
No better off myself.
Mateo sells armor, but he'll probably charge you an arm and a leg for it. There is a way you could get it cheaper, though, if you don't mind pulling a fast one on the militia.
What do you mean?
There's a storage area next to Mateo's house, but all the merchandise has been confiscated by the militia. Go to Zurus at the marketplace and get yourself a sleeping spell. Then you send the guards off to Dreamland. I'm sure you'll find some decent armor among Mateo's stock.
Good idea.
I need a better
Already
weapon.
did it.
There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Have you tried the marketplace?
He never would have thought of that himself.
I need some money.
I need some money.
Don't we all? Sorry, but I have none to give you. But Lamar, the moneylender, still owes me a favor. Go to him and borrow whatever money you need. I'll take care of the rest. You'll find Lamar in the Harbor District, where it borders on the lower part of town.
You already know.
Alright.
Okay, let's go.
Last
Where?
one gain. Let us take Vatras' ornament back.
Let us take Vatras' ornament back.
Don't tell me you didn't
Then
know
let's
that.
go. Follow me.
First, let's save. And away we go.
Will it ever change?
Don't think it will, buddy.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
There's nothing you can do about it.
And it's going to get even worse.
This is going to be a long way.
And so he bade Enos to leave a part of his power in his realm so that he might...
Wish there was a command to just shut Vatras and the Herald up
Someone's gonna do the work.
Really, how
sometimes.
That's what I've always said.
Don't tell this to anyone. Now that's typical. That's not
Getting kind of obnoxious after the first few times. We've done away with the beasts in this area, other than the wolf and the orc in that cave over there on the left. But Laris will take the path, the street path, not the one leading to Akil's farm. So we'll have a few creatures.
Now that we're no longer
there.
in town and cannot be overheard, let me tell you a little more. We are now going to take this ornament that you brought me back to Satyrus. You remember Satyrus, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Certainly. He was the leader of the water mages in the new camp.
We lads from the former new camp still have good relations with the water mages. Even Lee will still protect the water mages against any danger today if it's within his power. To keep up the contact with the water mages, I'm in town most of the time, working together with Vatras. And this is the armor that is issued to each of us by the water mages. The members of the Ring of Water have been wearing such armor since before the Orc Wars.
What is Cavalorn's part in this? He wasn't a follower of the new camp as far as I know.
You are right. Our community has grown. Even I do not know how many there are by now. But let us move on. I want to get further away from the city. We can talk more about it later.
Damn, the Ring of Water armor looks sexy as hell, and the Remaster Mod, have to admit, looked okay in the standard edition, but yeah.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
We'll hear that quite a lot. Let's move on. Stay close behind me. Laris will wait for us unless we get out of his range. But that won't happen. Get him, boy. Get him.
So much for you, filthy beast.
Get him.
One less monster around.
Get him.
nothing
Locked.
about picking locks.
And locked.
I'll never get this open without the
Yeah,
right key.
right key from, I think Ludero gives you the key, I think. Right, let's pick up Errol's shit. The non-important shit that he doesn't miss. I think there should be a sword here. Wolf's Tooth. Arrow, gold, arrow, scratch silver bowl. Not sure why they put so much gold. So many places here. Could have just done Gothic 3 and just put some gold in the same place and call it lots of gold or treasure. That was actually a good idea for once in Gothic 3. Could have swore there was a sword there. Errol, dude, what's up?
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Just look at that mess under the bridge over there. I haven't seen anything like it in my entire life. Those swine should be exterminated, I tell you.
What happened?
I was traveling with my helpers when those horrible brutes came jumping on my cart out of the blue and butchered everybody. I'm lucky that I still know how to dish out a decent right hook, or they would have killed me too.
That stuff there under the bridge is yours?
The cart, the goods, everything.
Look, I collected some of your stuff for you.
You can keep it. None of it is really of any value to me. The only thing that's irreplaceable are the 3 stone tablets they stole from me.
Stone tablets?
The water mage in town wants to buy them from me, and I promised he'd get them. I must have them back at any cost, or my reputation will be tarnished.
What would a water mage want with them?
He said he was going to study them, and asked me to bring him more.
Where did you get those stone tablets?
I found them near old buildings, such as mausoleums, or sometimes in caves. I've already sold a whole bunch of them to the water mages in town. They're pretty rare down here, though. I found most of them northeast of KHORINIS.
Northeast, alright.
Why don't you simply go looking for new ones?
During that melee with the bandits, I sprained my ankle. I can still hobble along, but I don't want to walk very far on this foot.
Who were those people?
The bandits. Who else? They took over the bridge up there. They rob everybody who tries to pass the bridge. I knew they were lurking up there, so I passed under the bridge instead. But my cart and my goods must have been too tempting for them. Those scumbags simply jumped from the bridge directly onto my cart. I should have tried to steal past in the night.
Yep, too late for that though.
About those stone tablets. I've got some.
Thank you. That's enough. Now I could keep my promise to the water mage in town and then go home at last. I'll pay you for them, of course. I'm going home now. Come with me if you like. Maybe I can sell you a few things that might interest you when we get there.
Wait a minute. Are you a citizen of the town?
Haven't been in ages, boy. There's no love lost between me and the corrupt swine in the upper quarter of KHORINIS. I used to have quite a bit of influence there, you know. That was months ago.
You managed to drive back the bandits?
Yes. But I'm sure they're still up there on the bridge.
Can you teach me how to hit hard like that?
Of course I can.
Not now. Or
What's
do
wrong?
that.
Are you still holding up?
Let's
Let's
move
move
on.
on.
Stay close behind me.
I want to max out my strength and then I'll come back to air roll. No problem.
That isn't true.
Let's save. By the way, I haven't saved in a while. Please don't bug out, Laris. Oh, and since we're here, let's talk to Dragomir. And loot everything he has. Damn, this vegetation is doing me in. Can't see much. Locked.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Locked. Alright, that's a better bow than what we have, but we don't have any decks. So useless right now. Let's talk with the guy.
Traveling so far from home, out here you have to be careful, especially when you're all by yourself.
What are you doing out here?
Well, the tavern is too expensive for me. That's why I settled here. The previous inhabitants don't seem to need it anymore.
Maybe this was Bartok's camp once
Who
upon a
used to
time.
live in this camp?
No idea. Probably some hunters. I suppose it got too dangerous for them out here.
Isn't it too dangerous out here?
Well, not if you can defend yourself. My crossbow has already proven to be of service many times.
It's not all that big.
But deadly if you know how to handle it. I used to have a bigger one. Unfortunately, I lost it. I ventured too far north into the mountains. There's a big stone circle there with a sacrificial altar. While I was hunting scavengers up there, these vile undead beings came out of the woods and attacked me. All I could do was run for my life. While I was running, the crossbow slipped from my hand. I bet it's still lying up there by that strange stone circle in the north.
I'll get it back for you.
Can you teach me something?
Before I teach you anything, you'll have to improve your dexterity.
So that's a
Can you
no.
teach-
Before I...
Alright. Let's move on. Wait a minute. Where's Laris? Hello? Laris? Buddy? Where are you? Where the hell is this guy? Did he just despawn? Alright, let's load, I guess. Maybe talking to Dragomir wasn't a good idea. I'll just avoid him for now. Where the hell are you going? Where the hell is Laris running to? Hello? What the fuck? I've never got this before. So for some reason, if you go out of Laris's range, he'll just run away for some reason, probably to the end destination point. Maybe he'll just despawn once he gets out of your range. I have no idea, but just to play it safe, I'll just strictly follow him. Even though, do this all the time. When I come here with Laris, I speak to Dragomir, and then I'm on my way. But anyway, let's just mind our business and stay on track, I guess. Get him. What the? What's this? Are you guys having a romantic moment? Don't do that again, buddy. Don't want to load and reload for 100 times.
So much for you, filthy beast.
Level up. Good news.
Don't you break down on me now.
Stop blabbing. Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
There's the stone tablet. Don't mind if I do. Let's save as often as possible, because I don't trust this guy right now.
One less monster around.
You just stay there, dude.
The water mages are all beside themselves. They've been digging at an excavation site in the northeast for weeks. It's anybody's guess what they're trying to find there. It all started when the earth began trembling like it did in the worst times of the barrier. Horrible stone creatures emerged from the ground, slaying everyone who went within 100 feet of them. The water mages took the matter in hand and destroyed those hostile invaders. And now they're digging down there, searching for an explanation for these strange events. But you will soon see for yourself.
Just like we saw in the intro.
Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
Right, let's... You just wait there, but I'll save just in case. There's a fine things to be had here, where the magic golem spawns when you do the mage run. And I think there's a King Sorrel somewhere around here. Just hoping that fucking Laris won't despawn and run away again. Just a bit too dark for my eyes right now. Anyway, let's move on. Come back later if there's a King Sorrel lying around.
Can you still go on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Stay close behind me.
There's a stone tablet. Nice.
There's another of those scummy beasts.
Get him. Get him, Lar. Why are you struggling with the field raider? Jeez.
Right. It could get dangerous here.
Let's move on.
Keep back a little.
My time to save.
Another one of those beasts.
We can take a back seat here. No problemo. Laris should be able to handle them just fine. Let me just bring up a torch because it's getting dark as hell.
We're here. Here, take the ornament. The water mages must be in there somewhere. Take it to them. If you should meet any beasts down in that hole in the ground that look like they're too much for you, flee forward to Satyrus. He'll take care of the beast for you. I need to go back. And one more thing. Don't even think about strolling around for long with this ornament. Go directly to Satyrus. See you.
Alright, dude. Thanks for the help and the XP. Like the fact that for a couple of seconds, just a couple of milliseconds, Laris was just in tidy whities when he just changed his outfit from Ring of Water to regular citizen's clothing. That was funny. I'd be inclined to snapshot that. Ooh, earthquakes. And three rats to start us off. Alright, you're donezo. Next, we should meet up with a few goblin skeletons over here, and we will run away from them like little bitches, because they're out of our league for the time being. Saras, just like Laura said, should deal with them just fine. Can hear a lizard from upstairs. Stone tablet of life energy. Nice. It's so dark in here though. A few more rats. Just to avoid us getting bored in this place. Come on. Come on, little bro. Alright, this sword does its job. It's evident that it's way better than the rusty sword we were using before. Alright, let's eat some to be at full health, because we'll need it. Bug meat, And now, let's try to pass these guys. Hopefully Cerberus will help us, because we don't stand a fucking chance against them in a fair fight. Come on, Cerberus. There are 4 fucking goblin, undead, fucking
one less monster
creatures. Thank God you woke up.
Are you mad?
Good morning, motherfucker.
It's too dangerous in these vaults for a would-be adventurer. But say, don't I know you? Of course, you bastard. Don't think that I could have forgotten how you betrayed us in the new camp.
Kiss my ass.
You drained our mound of ore of all magic power, and then simply disappeared. What exactly did you think you were doing?
So we finally saw that movie from Gothic 1, the one I like so much, and even put it in a thumbnail. Yeah, we saw it again. What do you know?
It was necessary. Without the power of the ore, I could never have defeated the Sleeper.
What sort of drivel is that? Sleeper? Defeated? Do you have the slightest idea what you have done? You have confused the structure of magic so much that it could be heard back in KHORINIS. Count yourself lucky that the barrier simply collapsed one day.
What are you complaining about? It all worked out all right.
Mind your tongue. What the blazes do you want here anyway?
What the blazes? That's funny. No, this barrier did not simply collapse. Smart ass.
I came here with Lars.
Lares? Really? Where is he?
I'm alone. Lars went back to the city.
What? And he sent you to us alone? What was he thinking?
I brought your ornament.
What in all the world is that supposed to mean? Who gave you that? Don't tell me that Lara simply handed it over to you.
Come off it now. I brought it to you. You do want it, don't you?
Certainly, but it disturbs me that you have your hand in the game once again.
Why are you making such a big deal about that old business with the ore mound? After all, I already worked for you back then, and you can't say that I was unreliable.
And what did it ultimately get me? Just don't think that I trust you.
You don't have any other choice, dude.
I want to join the Ring of Water.
What? How do you know about that? Who? Lares? I will kill him. He has broken our first rule. Speak to no one about the Ring of Water. I don't know what I should say. I only trust you where I can keep an eye on you.
It was Vatras who told me about the ring.
What? Vatras? Wonderful. Of all the water mages on the island, you run into the one who doesn't know you. I'm warning you, don't do anything stupid this time.
I'll make an effort.
No.
What are you doing down here?
These halls conceal ancient secrets, mysterious secrets. The inscriptions and murals indicate a very ancient culture. Everything you can see here is written in a language completely unknown to us. We are only just beginning to learn it and grasp its meaning.
Why is this ornament so important to you?
It is the key to a portal. I shall not tell you more. Since there's no way of stopping you from keeping the other mages from doing their work, you might as well take a message from me to one of them. Tell Riordian that I wish to see him here. He's in the rear part of the vault. You will find him there.
Alright, dude. Let's pick up whatever these 4 fuckers left on their trail. So yeah, sometimes this strafing animation is faster than just running, believe it or not. When you're being chased down by rapid or quick creatures, that could actually save your life. Goblin skeletons are a good example of that. Not sure if I could have evaded them if I didn't strafe in circles and all of that good stuff. Alright, let's meet the other mages, because Satirus is not alone, as you might have guessed. This bald guy over there should be Riordian. It's not Pitbull, it's Riordian.
What are you doing?
I'm studying the culture of the ancient people. Based on the inscriptions, they lived long before our time. I don't know exactly when they erected these halls, but their civilization was highly developed. They built a city on the other side of the mountains, and a temple for Adonos.
A lost city on the island of KHORINIS?
Yes. Until now, we lived in the belief that we knew the whole island. We assumed that the entire northeast of the island was one enormous mountain range. But we were wrong. Behind these mountains lies a valley. The city of the ancient people was located there. I would only too gladly see the buildings of the city, but they have probably fallen to dust long ago.
Vatras gave me this amulet of the Searching Will-o'-the-Wisp.
Ah, a rare artifact. You can use it to train the Will-o'-the-Wisp. Do you know that?
Can you help me with that?
Gladly. I've worked with this sort of magic for a long time.
So apparently Satirus is the only dude out of these that's mad with us. These other guys will just gladly offer themselves, their services, to help us learn X, Y, Z. So Satirus is the only dude that's boiling mad at this point.
How old do you think this place is?
Well, I still can't say exactly, but it must be several hundred years old.
I'm not curious.
Satiras wants to see you.
Has he gotten further with his investigation? Then I will go to him immediately. If you want to learn more about this complex, talk to Nefarious. You'll find him farther back in these vaults.
Alright, dude. Thanks. Let's save. And speak with the other 4 mages. And pick this thing up.
That was obvious all along. So why won't they listen to me? Don't tell me you didn't know that.
So dark in here, jeez. Is there no one there? Nope. So all four of them, the rest of them should be here then. Yep.
Not touching that.
Kronos.
May I bother you for a moment?
It's you. I never thought I'd see your face again. It's very brave of you to show up here. There was a time we would have skinned you alive. You can be glad that was a few weeks ago, and we've all calmed down.
In case you didn't know, I saved your ass.
What are you doing here?
My task is to find out more about the Guardians of the Temple. That is a tough nut, let me tell you. These stone sentinels have a characteristic that is utterly foreign to me. One moment they're standing around completely lifeless, and the next they're attacking you like they're possessed. I still haven't been able to determine their driving power, but one thing is sure, it is of magical origin.
Power driving these nuts.
Tell me more about these stone sentinels.
I can't tell you much so far. Unfortunately, we have had to destroy them. Now, they aren't dangerous. When we came here, they attacked us. We could only defeat them with our combined power, and I'm afraid there are even more waiting for us behind the portal. There must be a way to banish their driving force, so that they remain nothing more than statues.
You have no idea what's beyond that portal, though.
Can you sell me some equipment?
Why not? If I remember correctly, we've already done business.
Oh yeah.
Tell me what you need.
Well, I need a couple of runes and fire and water circles from Gothic 1, please, if that's a possibility. But I'm afraid it's not. Icelands, yeah. Light, heal light wounds, goblin skelly. Alright, that's fine. Murdarian, sir?
Busy?
These vaults are one big mystery for me. It's hard to imagine that no one else found them before now. We were able to uncover the entrance without difficulty. People are so occupied with their daily routine that no one looked more closely at this structure. I have no other explanation for it.
What is your task here?
I'm trying to find out where this round portal leads. Besides that, I help Nefarious look for the missing ornament. It is certain that this portal leads to another part of the island that we do not yet know. I can't remember ever having heard or read about that.
You really want to go through the portal?
Of course. Assuming we find that missing ornament, that is. I admit, it is a somewhat risky business. But we must absolutely find out what it has to do with these constant earthquakes.
What do you know about the earthquakes?
Something on the other side is causing them. The source is probably also causing the stone sentinels to awaken. But that isn't my job. Satyrus and Kronos can tell you more about that.
What do you think you will find over there?
I'm really not sure. I suspect that on the other side there will be a structure similar to this one, and a counterpart to this portal. Everything else we shall see when we get there.
Yes, we will.
What is the fastest way back to the city?
I recommend you go back the same way you came. But you could also... No, that would be too dangerous.
Out with it.
Well, the builders of these halls had their own method of traveling. As far as we can tell, they could teleport.
That's nothing special.
The teleporter stones that we found here in KHORINIS are special indeed. It seems as though the teleporter stone here in these halls may lead to the harbor city. However, none of us had the courage to try it.
Where's this teleporter stone?
There is a door in the basin room. I have locked it up behind there.
Give me the key. I want to take a look at this thing.
Really? But I take no responsibility for it.
Give it here.
If you say so, here it is.
Where are the other teleporter stones?
So far, we've only found one other somewhere in the middle of KHORINIS, near the Dead Harpy Tavern.
Alright, so you know where they're positioned, huh?
Once we're over
You
there.
sneaky fuckers. Earthquake! Alright, who's next? Mix here.
Hey. Everything all right?
It's very brave of you to just walk in here.
What are you doing here?
I'm studying the language of the builders. The language is the key to understanding the ancient people. Each one of us must learn it, or this expedition will be over before it even begins. The builders use stone tablets to pass on their knowledge. Unfortunately, many of them are broken or were stolen long ago.
What's on these stone tablets, then?
They contain the collected knowledge of the ancient people. Some of them increase knowledge of combat and magic by magical means. For someone who can read the tablets, they are a real treasure.
Can you teach me to read the language?
Well, why not? I'll gladly pass on my knowledge to you.
I like the fact that the hero's holding a torch in his hand, but it's invisible. Not right now.
We'll start. As a rule, it was the...
Yeah. Not now. Let's what the hell are you doing, man? You ain't got nothing in your hand. Let's slide up another one just to keep him from looking crazy. Nefo, what up?
How's it going?
What are you doing here? This is certainly a surprise. I thought you had been killed.
Almost.
There was quite a fuss about you, you know that? I hardly recognized Satiras. He was so beside himself about that business back then.
What sort of portal is that?
We suspect that it leads to the Lost Valley, where the ancient culture must have had their city. But the stone behind the portal is made of massive rock, yards thick. Also, there are no signs of teleportation magic. Very mysterious.
Mysterious, ooh.
Do you know how to activate it?
One of the missing ornaments seems to be a sort of magical key. We'll need it to get any further. It has to fit exactly into the ring-shaped hollow next to the portal.
I brought a part.
Got a part of it.
Really? That's terrific.
Do you have any idea where the other parts are?
According to the ancient inscriptions, it was broken into 4 pieces, and it looks as though the parts are still to be found on the island. With Merdarian's help, I have translated some of the inscriptions. There are hints as to where the remaining pieces are. Here, I've marked some of the places on this map. Look around there. You should pay attention to old structures. They might be somewhat deteriorated and no longer clearly recognizable. It could be almost anything. A large rock, a stone circle, a mausoleum, or something similar. But what am I saying? You'll find it. Well, good luck.
Why was the ornament broken?
Whoever did it wanted to prevent the portal from ever being opened again. The longer I stare at the inscriptions, the more I realize that the priests of the ancient culture really were no fools. There was a good reason that they made the region back there inaccessible. We don't know what awaits us there, but it certainly isn't anything good.
We'll see, we'll see.
About the missing ornaments.
Yes?
How many were there again?
There are 4 in all. You should find the others where I have marked the map.
Alright, so we've got our map. We've basically done everything there was to be done at this point. Here, we have a main quest to do, the ornament search. And we have to try the portal to see if we can teleport out of here. But we'll do all of that in the next episode. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you've had as much fun as I did. Take care. See ya.